Hey everyone, it's Ann Carden here, and I'm a business and marketing consultant for coaches and entrepreneurs who are accelerating their growth in their company and trying to scale to multiple 6 or 7 figures. Many times, as they get into growth mode and things are booming and things are going great, they find that they have actually reached a level in their business where now things actually start becoming more overwhelming, more stressful. They find themselves making less money for themselves, for their income. They find profitability going down. They find cash flow going down. And so they experience a lot of pitfalls that really they wouldn't have to if they really knew how to take their business into that next phase. So the very first thing you have to consider is that your knowledge or skill set for business is probably going to hit a level where you're going to need some help maybe to get beyond that. And for a lot of years as I was growing companies for myself, I didn't have a professional consultant or coach that I knew of that I could count on to come in and help me in my growth phases. And I made a lot of mistakes along the way. And when I look back, I look at the money I could have made, I look at the money I've wasted, I look at the stress and the sacrifice and the time that it took me to learn what I learned, and a much faster and easier way to get past these hurdles and get into the next phase of your business, if your business really has grown beyond what you know to do, is to invest in a professional to come in and help you. Whether that's me or whether it's someone else, I highly recommend it. It will make your life so much easier, and you will see so much more money and actually a better business as a result. So that's the first thing. Realize that your skill set and your knowledge for business will probably reach a level where now you have to bring that up to get into the next phase in your business. The second thing is, I want you to start thinking about, you have to move from an employee role to becoming the CEO of the company. And this means you have to look for ways to replace yourself and duplicate yourself. A lot of times when business owners are in growth phase, they're still trying to do the work of an employee because maybe they don't really know what they should be doing to move their company forward. But you have to start thinking like a CEO. And if you think about what a CEO does, they maximize the money. They look for ways to optimize the operations. They look for ways to make the business more profitable and help the business grow and move it into the future. And they manage everything, right? They look for ways to manage what's going on in the company. And that needs to become your role as a CEO. And so if you're stuck working in the business doing the actual work, you can't really be working on the business. So start thinking of how you can move yourself into that CEO role. The next thing that business owners do is they make the mistake of just hiring a bunch of help for different things that they need. And I want to tell you, it's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. And the very first thing you need to do if you're looking to bring in help is you need to make sure that you've got systems implemented, so not only you can train those people in the right way, but also you can really optimize those people and help them be efficient. A lot of times companies get themselves in trouble when they're growing because they get overextended on payroll. They bring in too many people. They don't have systems and processes in place to manage those people or to even help those people be efficient. And so they end up having a lot more payroll than they need to have. So again, you want to put in systems and processes before you bring team members in and before you start bringing those people on board. Because once you get into that payroll situation, now obviously you're growing your overhead and you have to be as efficient as possible, and you want to keep that payroll to a minimum. And so think about ways that you can implement a system. If you're going to hire someone to help you, how can you manage that person through a system, through processes? And this will really help you, again, keep your payroll down, and it will also help you keep your sanity because you can manage systems much better than you can manage people. So remember that. So the next thing is to really look at all the different areas you need systems and processes, and really everything from who answers the phone, a phone script, to anything that happens in the company. I want you to think about build your McDonald's. And I like to use this example because if you think about McDonald's, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry company where it is run by 16-year-old kids. And how can this happen? This happens because they have the perfect systems and the perfect processes in place, all the way down to pulling the lever for that ketchup squirt on the hamburger, right? How can you do the same thing in your company? Don't leave anything to chance. Everything should be organized. Everything should have a process. Everything should have a system. Even how you hire people should have a process and a system. And so start thinking about how you can build this into your company. And here's the great thing about this. When you do it, number one, you'll easily be able to duplicate this over and over again with anything that happens in your company or anyone new you bring into your company. But you are also building assets into your company. You are creating a turnkey business. And this is how franchises are born. So how can you do this in your business as well? It will make your life easier. It will make your business more manageable. And when you can see what's happening in those systems and those processes, you actually can make those shifts and those tweaks and adapt things in different ways and correct things so things work even better. And this is, you want to consistently improve what you are doing in your business. The last thing I want to talk about is really understanding the money in your business. So many times businesses fail because the owner doesn't understand money. Now, they understand the money coming in, right? And they understand the money going out, but they don't understand how to operate with the money in the right way. And so you really need to understand the financial side of your business. This does not mean you count on your CPA to manage your company. The CPA is there to keep you out of tax trouble, and they're there to, help you in some financial ways in your company, but you need to understand how to manage your business by the numbers and really run your company from the financial side with the money, because a CPA, number one, you're not going to have what you need fast enough. You should have daily reports. You should have profit loss statements. You should have balance sheets. You should have things that you can pull up in a split second to show you what's happening in your company from the money. And too many times business owners rely on their CPA or their financial advisor to help them with that in their company, but they're not there to run your company with the money. They're there to, again, keep you out of tax trouble, or, they may tell you to cut your expenses because you're in trouble, but that's not what I'm talking about. You need to be able to make smart decisions with the money in your company, how to best invest the money. Is it, how to make a decision? Is it time to bring in an employee? Do we have enough work coming in to warrant that person? There's so many financial decisions that need to be made in a business on a day-to-day basis, and your CPA is not sitting in your business helping you with these things. So you need to understand the money so you can have the most profitable business possible and really put money in your bank account and help your business grow. So these things I hope can be helpful for you. And if I can help you in any way, maximize your money, optimize your operations, build a great business, a great bank account, and a great life from your business, then I would love to have a conversation with you. You have an amazing day. Bye-bye.